Alright, it's 2025. Are you still rocking one of these stereos in your 9th Gen Impala? Well, stick around. I got an upgrade that is very easy to do, and it's plug and play. You could probably have it installed in a matter of minutes. So let's check it out after the intro. Alright, so this is the Eonon GMX7 in-car entertainment. Let's get a good look at the box, the packaging here. GMX7. This has wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it is a plug-and-play unit. For not just the 9th Gen Impala, there are several other models I will flash on the screen, but we are installing it in a 9th Gen. And this is the head unit. Since there's no CD drive in it, it is very compact, but as you'll see, mounts right in, has all the factory GM mounting locations. There you go, you got an 8-inch screen. Comes with a little, is that a screen protector? Yeah, this has a screen protector on it, very cool. Okay, so there's your built-in microphone, reset button, power, home, back, plus and minus volume right there, all capacitive touch. And on the back you have place for your antenna. There's where your harness, everything's going to plug in there. And this is your power side here, a little fuse. I think this right here is GPS antenna. Yep. So let's see what else we got in the box here. Should have all the necessary wiring. This is going to be plug and play, so there will be a CAN bus box for the 9th Gen Impala. So we got a nice instruction sheet. We got a little, alright, user manual and a cheat sheet. Okay. Here's your quick guide. Very nice. This tells you everything. Shows you where everything plugs in. Shows you all the pinouts. Alright. This is a big bag of stuff here. So here is your, it's like we gave us a backup camera. Let's unpack the backup camera. And there it is. And I've got plenty of cable to bring this back to the, oh, okay, this is your, mount that to your bumper, put that through your trunk, run this to your dash. Oh, we got a ground and a power. I'm thinking you'll have to, okay, we'll get back to this. I know the red wire without the stripe will tie into your backup lights. Okay, here is the big bag. Oh boy. Oh, the camera also comes with some instructions and a little adhesive pad and screws. Alright, we'll get back to the camera later. Okay, here's one of your USB ports. That's going to be your CarPlay port. So, what I do is I put a little port inside the center console and run this to it. So there is, we'll read the directions to see where this plugs into. Looks like it goes right here. Yeah, they're all, looks like all these connections are, or what do you call it? Okay, so we got a USB 2, USB 3, so I'm assuming you can hook accessories to this. We'll confirm with the directions. It plugs in there. Where's it go? Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a, okay, this must be to convert your, yeah, I'll confirm this, but I think this is if you have a USB port in your, on your original stereo, that's what this is for. This is your antenna adapter, very cool. So you can use your stock antenna. Like I said, this is gonna be plug and play, so plug that into the antenna port, plug your factory antenna into that. Included microphone, mount that in the car. All right, here we go. This is your CAN bus harness. And everything on this should be plug and play. Here's your CAN bus module that decodes, this decodes everything in your car. Looks like we got a spot to put. Okay, here we go. This is your front audio out. Okay, so if you want to hook up an amp, front audio left, front audio right. Here's a front camera input, subwoofer output, and here are your video outputs. I suppose this auxiliary audio input, video input. All right, microphone plugs into there. All right, cool. Factory harness is going to plug into here. Your audio out left. Here's your speaker that is to retain your chimes. Here's your other, oh, here's your factory connectors. There should be 4, right? Yep, here's some more rear audio output. Some of this stuff is going to pertain to like the Suburbans that have the rear seat entertainment. Whereas your Impala isn't going to have any of that. I know one of them is a camera connector, but your Impala isn't going to have. So what we're really going to do is we're just going to plug this into the main right here. And then we will connect the rest of these up. They all just plug in. Yep, there's no other way to go. So literally, I'm gonna take this to the car, take the old stereo out. Oh, here's your, okay. That's if you have a factory camera. This converts it. Okay, we're not gonna use that in the Impala. GPS antenna, we'll mount that in the dash. Yep. So basically all this tangled mess of wires, we're just gonna mount this back behind the dash. But we're gonna just, literally we're gonna take our stereo, unplug, I think there's just 2 harnesses on the Impala, unplug it, plug them into here, plug up the antenna, put it in the dash. We'll hang the USB port out somewhere and yeah. I will find a place to mount that camera, but this literally, this is going to be plug and play. So, you know, after a little bit of assembly, we'll have plenty of room to hide all these wires back behind the dash because you don't have a big radio. So here we go. Just like that. We're unboxed and we're ready to go in the car. Okay, I just wanted to clarify one thing before we go to the car. I put the backup camera plug in here and this port is not used. It actually goes here. And then on here, there's the 12 volt to the camera and a ground, but on the wire, there's a 12 volt and a ground in the back and just a 12 volt on the front, so I'm gonna wire it up the way the instructions say, and we'll leave this ground alone. So I'll run the wire to here and hook the red to that, and then everything else is going to be plug and play. So yeah, we're ready to go out to the car. Don't have any amps running in the car or anything like that, so this will be real easy to install, and we will have CarPlay and Android Auto before you know it. Well, now that everything is unboxed, to install the stereo straight up, you're just going to need a 7mm nut driver and a panel removal tool, or possibly a flat blade screwdriver if you don't have one of these plastic panel removal tools. Now to install, actually no, you're not going to need any more tools. Maybe something to fish a wire through your trunk under your back seat, fish tape maybe, or a wire coat hanger. That's all you're really going to need. The 7mm nut driver is going to take everything else apart that you need. Okay, before we start installing the radio and all the accessories in the car, this is some little extra I'm going to link in the description. I have done this on my vehicle. I took the power port out of the one inside the center console, and you can do the two in the front as well if you want. But what it is hang on, get it out of the bag here. So essentially you got this little cover, but it has a USB-C and a USB-A, and what I do is I'll connect the A to the port on the back of the radio that says it's for CarPlay and Android Auto. I'll connect this to a charger, and what I'll do is I'll take the power port, I'll plug the charger into the power port that I take out of the console, and then put this in its place, and then tuck the charger and the power port up under the console, so then you can charge, and then you can use wired AA, and you won't have any wires hanging out under your dash. So that's something to think about, something you could do. I will not be doing that in this video, but yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna straight up install the stereo, right? First things first, without doing any accessories. So here's where we take the panel tool and the 7mm. You're just gonna pop this panel out. Literally pops out. Now what you want to do, this connector right here on your little airbag light, so you can either put this up on top of the dash, it's gonna fall, or take this and tape it up out of the way, just because you need to remember to reinstall this up above the radio before you put everything back together. So keep that in mind. But you want to remove 2 screws on your climate control first, because the climate control is going to come out. You just have to move it out of the way. You don't have to take it out. But this sits on top of your radio. So you'll take the 2 screws out here. Just move it out of the way like that. All your new wiring is just going to sit under there, and then you got 4 screws on the radio to take out. You could also use a Phillips screwdriver because they have a 7mm. Also a 9/32 will work, but there's also a Phillips head in the center. So really you don't need any specialty tools. You could use a Phillips screwdriver and a flat blade screwdriver if that's all you have. And, you know, put them down in your cup holder, don't lose them. Now, when you go to pull the radio out, you're gonna have 3 connections on the back. I will get you in here on the camera to show you. So you'll have one here, and your antenna over here. So you'll pull back on this little tab, and that'll release your antenna. That pops that out, and then squeeze your little clip here and here. And now your radio is free, and you can say goodbye to your old alarm clock radio or your dot matrix radio, whatever, your circa 2006 technology there. So now, remember all this jumbled mess that we put together before? You're just gonna find these 2 little black connectors. This is gonna be if you have a Tahoe with rear seat entertainment. And like I said, here's your USB for the CarPlay. Either hang it out the bottom or hang it out the side or hook it up to that port that I told you about. And then pretty much everything else you can leave alone. The chime has a adhesive pad. You can mount it to the floor of this, so you can just leave it dangling. It doesn't really matter. So when you want to connect up your backup camera, we'll come back in here and find the, you know, backup camera input and the two power and ground. I think you just need the power. You just need these two wires for the backup camera. If you're going to connect up the microphone and the GPS antenna, we'll do that at another time, but I'm just here to show you how easy this is just right out of the box to connect up. So we found our antenna. We'll just right now plug that into the antenna, snap that together, and then your two wire connectors, they only go one way, so whichever ones snap in here, you can't mess this up. And then I just let all this stuff hang down back behind your HVAC controls, and just see how easy she mounts right up to the dash like it's factory. Sits right like that. I'm gonna throw a couple of screws in here just to hang it in here, and you can see how very easy this connects in. Plug and play. Literally just took me a couple minutes. Took me longer to unbox the thing than it did to install it in the car. So put your 4 screws back on. Oh yeah, and remember what I said about the airbag? I'm not following my own advice, because this is why I told you to do that. Now I gotta find that wire and fish it back up here. Like I said, take some tape. Take some tape and tape this thing up here. That way you don't lose it. It's easy enough to find it with, look at this, throw my hand back here. There's nothing behind this radio. So yeah, everything just kind of slaps back there. Your HVAC controls just bolt right back on. Now that's in, go ahead and plug that back in and snap your bezel back on. And let's have a look. So turn the light down a little bit so you can see how nice and flush that is. Still see the reflection. Okay. Well, I'm gonna power it on now. And you'll be able to change that boot screen. We can put a Chevy logo on there. So it's booting for the first time. It's gonna take a minute. Now, I'm not gonna connect Android Auto up to it right away. I'm gonna tether my hotspot to it, and we'll show you how you can do. Ooh, listen to that. All right, look at that splash screen. So it's going for maps. I don't think that, yeah, so I hit maps, it goes to maps. I don't know that it's installed. It is. Okay, I don't have the GPS antenna hooked up, so it's probably not going to show anything. But here's your home button, there's your back button, there's your multi-screen button. Let's turn on the radio. I don't know what station that is. These buttons are reversed. The plus is on the left side and the minus is on the right side. I'm used to it being the other way around. All right, let's see. So you can scroll or you can seek. Okay, that's one of my stations. Okay. And I'll hold that as a preset. Okay. Oh, here's how you seek. Oh no, this goes to the presets. Never mind. Okay, here's all my presets on here. Can you? Oh, you can scroll through them like that. Search. Oh, okay. Hit the magnifying glass. It searches. I see. It's making presets from all the stations it found. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Why won't it find 93.7? Interesting. Oh, I gotta turn. How do you mute? The power button mutes it. Okay, and here's a mute icon up here. That does nothing. Let's go back home. There's a home button there. What does that do? I don't know. So we got GPS, I would assume. Yep, okay. That's your Bluetooth music, okay. Oh, here's your apps. Okay, that button did your apps. Okay. Panel night color. Ooh, well, look at this. I like the color matches the car. I don't think we need to change that. Play Store, I recommend setting up a new email address and not using your Google account on your phone. There's the clock. Oh, it has torque. Okay. Voice search. Here's YouTube. Okay, which I have not tethered my Wi-Fi to this yet. Which we're gonna have to find the settings. There are the settings. Okay, internet, hotspot, and tethering. No, so I think what I'll do is I'll turn my phone's hotspot on. Forgot how. There we go. All right. So we'll turn Wi-Fi on. Gotta find my car. Oh, damn it. I gotta enter my password. Oh, crap. All right, we'll cut this out. I don't know my password. Okay, I have connected to my hotspot on my phone. So now, can I go to YouTube? There is YouTube. And it's loading. There is my channel. That's wacky, seeing that on my... Can we go full screen? Yep. Check that out. LTZ style fog lights to your LS or LT 9th Gen Impala. After the intro. So my steering wheel controls work right out of the box. Alright, so you think it's just as simple as taking these little things out? So I can watch my YouTube channel, that's cool. Can I scroll through? Winter is upon us. Yeah, we can scroll forward, okay. Takes a while to buffer. Interesting. I got my volume controls on the steering wheel work. How about, let's go. Next track. Oh, actually, oh, the next track does work on YouTube. Look at that. Cool. So when I do forward and back, okay, what about source? What does that do? Oh. I'm scrolling through the source on the steering wheel right now. Okay, has an AV input. So this just scrolls right through. Oh, this is for CarPlay, which I haven't connected to yet. Okay, there's the radio. Okay, so there's some of its functions with the Wi-Fi hooked up. Let's try maps again, see what happens. Okay, oh, I think it does know where I am. It does know where I am. Zooming in on my location. I don't want to show my fucking location. Okay, so maps does work. Okay, it'll show that on the splash screen. Okay. So there's the Play Store. Oh, we got Netflix on here too. So you got to sign into Google Play, which I'm not going to do. And I'm not going to sign into Netflix, but there's Netflix. Yeah, see, all right, well. So there we go. So through the Google Play Store, you can, oh, okay, I can change all this around. Interesting. I don't want to do any of that. Okay. There's apps, okay. I want to change steering wheel learning, radio settings. Oh, I see. Oh, it just scrolls through. Okay, so we can change everything on here. I don't need the steering wheel learning because this works. Display settings, okay, brightness. Okay. What I wanted, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to add the, oh, look at that. We can change the theme. Okay. Oh. Okay. You can change your theme. I wanted to change the, okay, here's wallpaper. Okay. I want to change the startup logo. Let's try that. Ooh, look at that. Let's do that. Let's set that as the wallpaper. Anyway. So there we go. Now, I'm going to try the wireless Android Auto. So, we'll pair the phone and we'll be right back. So I searched for a new device and I found the Eonon. So I'm just going to Pair it, see what happens. Okay, I did not, it's asking for a password. So I'm gonna have to find that. We'll just try 0000. Okay. It wants me to connect it with, no, Bluetooth. I'm connecting with Bluetooth. All right, it's, here we go. All right, here's my Android Auto. Now, I don't want to show my ad, okay. Well, there's Android Auto. Let's do, oop. A little slow. Wanted to play Octane on Sirius XM. It's still playing the FM radio. Yeah, we're going really slow on this. I think I'm gonna disconnect my hotspot. Well, anyway, we're in Android Auto, which I prefer. That's my personal. It's just, you know, you can download the Sirius XM. I have Sirius XM, that's what I listen to. Or you can download whatever your music player and have it on this stereo, but then you got to tether your phone to it. Okay, cool. Personally, I like Android Auto just because whatever I'm doing on my phone transfers right to the car. It remembers, you know, where I was going, what I was listening to. Actually, what I want to do instead of putting this on, I need some royalty-free music. Royalty-free music, okay. And see, you can YouTube music app. Here we go. Here's my, okay. Let's change the equalizer settings. Alright, I'm going to play with those settings. When I find it, I'll get back to you. Alright, so we're going to go back to settings. We're going to go to DSP. And that's how we can change our equalizer. Put it on rock. There we go. Now, that's here. This is your... Oh, you can just drag and drop where you want your fader and balance to go. Oh, and you can change the distance between left and right speaker. Okay. 3D surround, vocal exciter, virtual bass, or classic bass. Let's go classic bass. Okay, here's a mixer. Ooh, wow. You can choose the high pass and low pass cutoffs of your speakers. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Well, I want to get this music going again. So back to Z-Link 5. All right. Let's do this. bass boost. Forgot I got a sticker on here I had to take off. Alright, so there's some basic functions here. And I'm using the Android Auto right now, which is my favorite. And let's look at this screen. Alright, so this thing told me my driver's door was open when I first started the car. See, look at that. So I don't have the camera hooked up yet, but no, it doesn't have dynamic lines. Yeah. These work right out of the box. We'll change the track. Oh, we're going, okay, up is backwards, down is forwards. Okay. Okay. Alright, so very quick on this Impala, if you want to install the GPS antenna, what you're going to need to do is take your 7mm and pull out the screw on this A-pillar cover, and you're going to need to do the one there, pull your A-pillars, and then this back piece up by the dash, you'll just pop it out with your clip tool and take that out, and you'll be connected to your light sensor. You'll want to take that out, but you can mount the GPS antenna right under there, run your wire down through here into the radio. Optional, like I said, if you're going to use Android Auto, you don't need it. But if you're going to use the built-in, if you're going to tether your hotspot and use the built-in browser or the built-in Google Maps or Waze, then you're going to want to put that in. And then the microphone, I like to put it right here. Just when you put all this back together, clip the microphone here. Now, as far as mounting your backup camera, you're going to want to pull your right tail light. So you'll pull this clip here, pop this panel off, and you're going to have 3 wing nuts back here, and that'll take your tail light out, and you'll see a grommet under here that you can pass your wires through. And this is where you're going to want to connect up to your tail light. I'll show you that in a sec here. Alright, so at your tail light, you're going to want to tie into, you have a light green, oh, I'm not even in frame here, a light green wire and a black wire. Your light green is for your backup light, black is for ground. And now you'll see right here, the little grommet there, that's where you pass your wires through. I just made a little pigtail to go to the tail light, pass through, and then you'll see here's the other side of the grommet. That just comes through. Put your, just make your camera connections right here. And then you can run your cable back through, there. You pull your carpet away and fish it back under your back seat. And then you'll just come in here, you'll grab your wires coming out of here, tuck them under this panel. This, you can just tuck them right up under here, bring it to the front. Tuck your wires under here, and then this right here, just lift up on it, It unsnaps, and then you can pop that through. Run your camera wires up through here, and you can just zip tie it right here and run it right across. You can pull them tight. You can tuck them right up under the panel here. You don't even need to remove this under this panel. You can tuck them right under there and run it right into your dash. Very simple. And then your camera, I mean, the one it comes with, you can mount it right here, or you can get a license plate mount for it. I'll show you my car, how I got my camera mounted. I got mine mounted right here. Yep, just tie it into your backup lights with a posi tap. I'll link those posi taps. That's what I have going on here. They're nice, they're watertight, they're secure. They won't loosen, you won't get any water in there. So that's how you'll mount all that up. And then you'll have a fully functioning stereo. Okay, I just want to show you the backup camera. When you put it in reverse, the volume goes down. Here's the camera. I don't know if the camera's picking, or the GoPro's picking it up too well. It's starting to get dark out, and there's some really good. It's actually a pretty good camera. See, when you put it in drive, the volume goes back. But no dynamic lines. Although this thing will tell you when your door's open. Ah, not when the backup camera's on. It'll only do it when it's... Let's try this again. You get that little icon that the door's open. Let's try the passenger side. Yep. It says 3 doors are open when I open the passenger door. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna quick jump in here because you saw when I opened the door that it showed all 4 doors open. Well, I have a solution for that. All right, so we got to open the car info app. So I got to find that. All right, let's back up here. We hit this button right here. That's how you get to your apps. Now we got to go to the car info app right there. Okay. I don't know what my problem was there. So now we're going to go to online upgrade, which is right here. Got too much sun in the way here. Here we go. Online upgrade. Okay. It says upgrade the protocol or set the CAN bus. Okay, they're checking the current version. We'll click the download. Yep. Okay, we're downloading. See? Making some progress there. Okay. Okay, now after that's done, it says, do you want to update this app? Update. So we're going to update. Harmful app blocked. Well, we're going to... Oh. Harmful app blocked? Come on, man. I don't want it blocked. Install anyway. Okay, so you had to hit the arrow, and I'm going to go install anyway. Okay, there we go. That was the workaround for that. Okay. App installed. Now it's going to open. It says GMC Yukon 20. That's the one I want, right? Yep. Yes. It says on here, let's see, GMX7 simple GMC Yukon 2007. Oh, it says 07 to 12 all is what we want. Okay, so let's change that. Interesting. Now it reset. Okay. Vehicle select. Let's see if I... Yep, we're fixed. Yep. say the trunk either. Oh, it does show the trunk. Oh, I don't have good. Okay. Well, it does show the trunk. Okay. Just want to jump in here. This, there already is a screen protector on here. Just grab this and pull this off. That's just a plastic sheet. No, you already have your screen protector on there already. So there you have it. There's the Eonon GMX7 installed in a 9th gen Impala. Just wanted to quick jump in. A couple things I forgot to mention. This car I installed this in does not have Bose, nor does it have OnStar, nor does it have a Sirius XM. So of the three, you can integrate Bose just fine and also OnStar just fine. You will not, however, be able to integrate your stock XM tuner. But like I showed you, you can either download the SiriusXM app to the head unit or use it on your phone through Android Auto, which no big deal. So I had to throw that in there really quick because I neglected to talk about it earlier. This will also fit many, many, many more models like Tahoe, Suburbans, Yukons, Silverados, Sierras, the Express vans. I think it'll fit like the Buick Lucerne. Anything that has the, they call it the GM black tie radio, basically this style radio. Land 29, I don't think it'll fit the lower model. I don't think it'll work on the lower model levels like the Cobalt and the HHR or the Malibu. I don't think it'll work those, but the Impala and up, it'll work those. So as you see, plug and play, very easy to connect up the backup camera. You can have your auxiliary microphone to it. You can add a front camera, as I've noticed. Tether your Wi-Fi to it. I never tried the Google Assistant. Maybe I should try that. Let's try the Google Assistant. Send a message to Wolfpack Jack. What's up? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's working.
I got. What's up? Ready to send it?
Okay, we're working. Nice. Okay. I think this is more of an issue with my phone because I'm tethering between my house Wi-Fi and the 5G. Anyways, well, that works. The voice assistant works. So yeah, this is the Eonon GMX7. Very, very, very cool unit. Very easy to install. I like it. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. Make sure you check the links I have below. Not only for a discount, but I will earn a commission on this if you purchase through my link. I would greatly appreciate you doing that too. It helps support the channel, helps bring me forward showing you products like this that are relevant to your vehicle, that's why you're subscribed to my channel in the first place. Anyway, enough pandering. Thanks everybody for checking out my channel. And we'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.